I'd really like to say hello to the camera. Get in the back seat, Parker. Thank you. We're out at the lake, and she wants to know why she hasn't gotten out yet. I pulled up here just a few minutes ago, and as I turned off the engine, I asked myself, what are you grateful for today? And I find I'm asking myself that question more and more on a daily basis, sometimes an hourly basis, because in all honesty, with everything that's going on in the world, I have to look for things to be grateful for sometimes. And that's why I'm out here right now. I'm just a few miles from my house, out here at Stockade Lake. And for a number of years, this has been my favorite place. It's where I've come to take countless walks just to look out at the water. Today, I'm looking out at the ice to think, to pray, to seek joy and gratitude. I had to stop scrolling today and stop seeing the news clips and even the posts from friends and acquaintances. By the way, today is the last day of January 2026. So whether you're watching this within just a few days of it being uploaded or a year or 2 years down the road, there will always be chaos and hate and confusion in this world. And we always need to be searching our hearts and just looking around us and seeking gratitude. So that's what I'm doing today. I am out here to look at the sun peeking through the clouds coming over the hillside, to admire the reflection or the sun shining off the surface of the ice, to just breathe, and take a break and find gratitude. And again, as I shut off the engine, asking myself that question, sorry, try not to get emotional when I talk about things I can't control. As I shut off the engine, I ask myself that question of what are you grateful for today? It's like, well, I have air in my lungs. I have fresh air to breathe. I have a reliable vehicle to drive. And there have been times in my life when I have not had a reliable vehicle. I've had a vehicle that didn't start most days when I got into it. I've had a vehicle that I struggled to make payments on. And so I was grateful to be able to just get into my car and drive to a spot that allows me just to sit and be quiet and to think. I'm grateful for the Black Hills, and I'm grateful that I have a hot cup of tea to enjoy as I sit here. And I'm grateful that I work in a profession that allows me to just walk away from my desk for an hour and come out here and just sit in my Jeep and reflect, maybe take a little walk. But we will always have hardships in our life. There will always be chaos in the news, especially in mainstream media. There will always be chaos in our households and with family members and with ourselves, with our health or our jobs or our attitudes. There will be sick pets. I have one dog with me here today. The other one, Daisy's not doing so well. She's hanging in there. She's got cancer and she's old. And I'm grateful that she's still with us. I'm grateful Parker is healthy and has been such a nice companion for Daisy. Gratitude. It's such a simple word, isn't it? I think we take the word for granted. I mean, we take countless things for granted in our lives that we should be grateful for. But that word gratitude, I mean, it tends to get a little bit cliche and it feels a little woo-woo. A little, oh yeah, I've heard every motivational speaker spout stuff about gratitude. But it really is allowing yourself to feel appreciation and to be thankful for good things, for little things, for bad things and struggles that shape us and teach us things that as we're going through it, they suck. They're hard, whether it's a health struggle or financial or, something going on within a relationship or with a family member or at work, whatever the case may be. Looking back on those things, it's easy to see, oh, you're grateful that it happened and you went through it and this is what I learned. But as you're going through those struggles, asking yourself, what is there in this to be grateful for? What is this situation teaching me and how is this shaping me? And it's hard. Over the years, I've learned to shut things off. And spots like this out here at Stockade Lake really help with that, just to be able to turn off the busyness in my mind and the overwhelm and the looming burnout that seems to be right there on the horizon some days. And to just to enjoy some peace. Out here, I'm not a business owner or a problem solver. I'm just a small town girl sitting by a lake, enjoying a few quiet moments, drinking a cup of tea and hanging out with her dog. And as soon as I turn the engine back on and point my Jeep toward home, the busyness ensues. I've got to go back to work, back to that long to-do list and things to take care of. I would encourage you all to do just what I'm doing today. Put down your phone, stop scrolling, turn off the news, remove yourself from rooms of people that are arguing about politics, and find a quiet place. You may not have a forest to walk into or a lake to sit beside. Maybe it's just walking outside and standing in your backyard. Maybe it is sitting in the parking lot of Target and just having 5 minutes to yourself. Wherever you can find a little peace, a place to be still, I would encourage you to do so. And I certainly would encourage you to end your day or start your day or both with things to be grateful for, even hardships that you learn from and struggles. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. You don't need to buy a gratitude journal. You can if you want. I just use a notebook, a little notepad that I carry with me that I keep next to my desk, and I can jot in it every morning. Just 3 things to be grateful for. I find myself sometimes writing down the same thing several times a week, and that's okay. The little things. I'm grateful for a roof over my head and a warm bed. I've been dealing with some health struggles over the last year and a half after an injury that put me into a place of daily pain management and physical therapy. And I wish I wasn't dealing with it, but I am grateful that I'm well enough to work on most days and to be physically active on most days, and that we know what's going on and I do have the pain under control. I look back at things that I have been through, and if I dwell on them for too long, I can put myself into a pretty low place, and be depressed. I don't want to relive those moments by any means, but looking back and being grateful that it's over, that I made it through that, but grateful for the lessons that I learned, skills that I learned, and grateful for the person that it shaped me to be. I thank you for spending a few minutes with me, and I hope you find something to be grateful for today.